Hello, chat. Today is just going to be a kind of a vibe day. Not really going to be doing much of anything, really. Just, again, it's just going to be me arting and talking with you guys about everything. So yeah, we're gonna.
Yes.
So, I think the first thing that I'm going to address here is after this stream, after this specific stream, of course, I'm going to be on a hiatus until May 23rd.
Whoa. Why is that?
Film.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And I'm not gonna hold any hope out, but a producer is gonna be staying in the area that I'm gonna be in, and I'm gonna be bringing my script with me. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think you got it, dude.
I'd say I do too. It's just gonna be a it's just gonna be one of those things where, you know, have faith, and if people find an interest in it and it gets sold, and they want to buy the movie or buy the script, we make a movie.
Yeah. Let's see here. We're gonna change the color here. We're gonna do dark green. And we'll do
Where the hell is Callie? There she is.
sea green. There we go. And liveries.
Here, we'll move her over off to the side here, because and also during this stream, we're gonna start making the sprites for the next game we're gonna be doing. So that's gonna be happening tonight too.
What's the next game you're gonna be playing?
I'm gonna be playing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Ooh, okay.
So
I was gonna say if you're gonna do that, make my if I'm a part of that, just make have like my sprite ready and just be a Spindel.
can you
Just
send me
the little Dizzy bunny, the little Dizzy Pokemon.
Spinda?
Yeah, Spindile or Spindale or Spindale, Chippendale. I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
It's Spinda.
Okay, Spinda. There we go. But if you manage to catch one, I don't know if the newer Pokemons will have a I don't know if it will. Maybe it will, maybe it won't.
I think this one does have a Spinda. I think Gale of Darkness does have a Spinda you can capture.
If you do find one, just rename him to Splenda. He'll just be a little sugar packet because he's that small.
I'm gonna take a quick look here.
He's a little dizzy bunny. He's a dizzy little bunny. He partially looks like he's high out of his mind and also simultaneously drunk. It's an upgrade, and I mean it's an upgrade and a half. You could you could either make him. I mean, hell, we've done some silly stuff with Coliseum, you know, keeping up with Louis Vuitton, Cooper,
Yeah.
Quaalude.
Yeah, Quaalude. I love that. I love Quaalude.
Quaalude's a vibe.
Yeah. And unfortunately, and I'm looking at it all here, it looks like we do not catch a Spinda.
Aw.
Yep, I'm already looking at the snaggable Pokemon. We can catch a bunch of.
No, others. I mean for the new game, for the next one you run.
Oh, you just want to be a Spinda? All right, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you're gonna make, because obviously I don't exactly have a sprite for this. I don't have a sprite for this. For the current game right now, but whether or not you have the time or you don't, I don't care either way. Like if you make me a Spinda or if you don't make me a Spinda, it's perfectly fine. I just want to know that I'm just gonna be there. Only difference is instead of having the little spiral squiggly eyes that Spinda has, just make mine look like a fucking pothead. Spinda's already spinny winny. You might as well. It just whoa, man.
All right.
It's like, whoa, that fire looked like it fucking hurt.
I love it.
Whoa, man. Come on, man. Don't do earthquake. I'm getting vertigo. Getting vertigo, man. Cut it out.
Wow. All right. So I am going to start off with the promise that I followed through on the other stream. You know what? Let me get dark in here because I don't know. I can let him know that I'm streaming. I'm probably going to do some concepts for future streams too. So you guys are you will probably be seeing me. Actually, you know what? Share your screen. Alright, so don't know if you'll be able to see my stream, but I am
here just to confirm. Well, I mean, I know I'll be able to see the stream. I don't know if the people will be as well.
Oh. Well, they're already being streamed right now. So.
All right. Let's try that again. Because it just went to a gray screen. Let me just try that again. There we go.
Alright.
So this is for...
So the first thing I'm doing is I'm doing the sketch request that I got last stream.
Oh, okay.
Or a few streams ago. And I promised Dark that I do it the next art stream I did, so.
Okay. Well, all this is figured out. All that's being done here. Let me see here. I need to, well, not need to, I'm just gonna, Jesus, okay. Stewart, there you go. That was something that I always found really funny when we're just fucking, me and my buddy were just playing, we were just playing GTA, and we mess around a lot with cars in that game, and we were just messing around with what's known as gassers, which are just these souped up old 1950s and 40s cars that are just given these massive engines with blowers on it and fat tires in the back, and they're basically for drag races. And I hadn't effectively popped a wheelie with any of those cars yet, so when my buddy did it no problem because he had done it before, and I finally did. Just like I had the excitement, like I like the excitement like a son getting the training wheels off of his bike and riding by on two wheels for the first time. Just like, I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing
Wow.
It was just the funniest. Like, me and my fucking friend were losing it, just because of the very notion of like some kid getting off his training wheels. He's so excited. There you go, son. You're doing it. I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing. Probably shouldn't have made him do it on that minefield.
Oh my god.
Let's see here.
Ooh, a little loud.
Oh, is that a bit too loud?
Yeah.
My bad.
All good.
Hello. Programmed to work and not to feel. Might not even sure that this is real.
Hello. Hold up, we just had somebody join us.
Yes,
It's
yes, we did.
dark.
Hello, boy.
Yes, I'm standing here outside. I'm touching grass. What is this concept?
I am thinking or I want to ask you, if Hallie gets pet, would she, like, go for her sword and be like, do that again, I dare you?
No, she'd be totally into that.
Oh, she'd be into that. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, she'd be into it.
Do a quick change of the arm position here.
I'm gonna see with those 4 chords if I can try to make something for years after she passed away. I was trying to find some song that I could do about my my grandmother. This was the grandmother on my mom's side, and she had passed away, but I mean, despite her condition and everything, she was still in pretty high spirits after she passed, even before she passed. And I just, like, I was thinking about making a song called "The Ballad of Mary Eugene," very like Billy Joel-esque in the way that it's like done, but
Yeah.
just a way to properly pay her, like, tribute, because I wanted to do it. I just could never figure out. I couldn't think of the words for it. Could never put the words together for it.
Oh, we get some art and some music. Cool.
Yeah, I also have music playing, and I also have lo-fi music playing in the background too, while I also art. So yeah.
Art and live music. Well, live, quote unquote. It's happening as we speak, but not where we are.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm hanging out here in the backyard. We got it cleared up from all the vines. Although, if you're trying to play there, I'll be quiet.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just trying to piece together a couple words here.
Okay. But yeah, we just got the backyard all kind of cleared up from all the vines and stuff that have been growing out here. It's really,
Nice.
really nice. Cause yeah, you know, the friggin' kudzu gets all over the place here in the summer, and I'm expecting it to come back, but hopefully we'll be able to keep this place clear.
Right. Alright, I got something. She grew up on the side, living up all night. She heard a sound. A blessing in disguise, the cure to her life. That's all she needed. She danced and played around the ground at the school. She partied day and every night. She never said a pound, she only knew how to get into town. Just to say it all aloud. Mary Eugene, why does your smile beam every time I see when you're on the dance floor? Oh, tell me, Mary Eugene, why can't you be so happy? So long as the music is playing, I'll keep on dancing. Keep on dancing. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes, Mary Eugene. Soon she had a daughter, playing her favorite mix tracks for her pleasure. Give him the sense of rhythm, tell him what sound is like. Maybe they'll let go far and wide till they can feel themselves alive. And she knows that it'll be time when she must go, but not before the encore. She'll play a ballet or drive herself to sleep. It doesn't really matter to me, 'cause that's all the things she'll see. Mary Eugene, come clean. How do you stay so happy? I'll put on a music track and I'll sweat my anger out. Mary Eugene, how do you stay so calm? It's mainly because of the song that my father played me. She's lying sick on her bed, not really sure if it's the end. Yet she knows that she's got a lot of life to give. She's lost all she had, no more legs to dance with now. Yet still she'll keep on shimmying her shoulders to the beat in her head. She won't give up yet. She's got a lot to say. A whole lot to say. Oh, she won't try to hide it. No, she won't disguise it. Yes, this is her deathbed, but she'll dance until then. Oh, Mary Eugene, come clean. How do you dance even now? Well, I'll just smile and I'll figure it out. Oh, Mary Eugene, why must you leave? It's part of life, you see. Don't give up on me. Oh, Mary Jean.
Ooh.
Mary Eugene. Even while she's up there, she's dancing away in our dreams.
Feels good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay. I somehow have a feeling I know what this character might be.
Oh yes, I wonder.
Yeah, Goober? What is it? Hold on, guys. Well, actually, I'm actually gonna hop out of the call if that's all right.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and you know I'll be around on my server whenever I am. So
Yeah, of course.
don't be.
Hope y'all in. What's up? What was that?
I was gonna say don't be a stranger.
No, I won't. I won't. You have a good night, Dark, and you have a good night, Goober. And the rest of you guys enjoyed the rest of the stream and just vibe out. Later.
Later.
Can do. Alright. Alright, just so you know, once this is done and you don't have any more questions, I'm probably gonna have to leave because my phone battery is at like 30%. Even though I kept the stupid thing on the charger all day.
Boy, get on my level. Get to 19%. Then we'll talk.
Just- Yeah, today was just the day that that my family decided we were gonna clean this backyard up, and we're gonna do some barbecuing out here. I'm looking forward to doing that more over the summer because it's nice, man, out here.
Sounds like it.
Watching my dad and my nephew
Holy
go.
fucking shit.
Hmm?
Phoenix.
You get spooked?
I did.
Did they even hear what I said on stream?
No, they didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Glace.
Yes.
What you drawing?
I'm drawing Dark's, Glace, Hallie getting head pats.
Indeed.
And I'm trying to figure out if I want to stick with it being her sitting down, or it'd be better to just have her standing up and just do like a chest bust. I don't know.
Throw cheese on her face.
Throw cheese on her face.
No, not the cheese.
Dark says no, not the cheese.
You know, Autumn, without a doubt, is that kind of guy. Just be like, hey, guess what? Pocket cheese.
Oh boy.
Whether she chooses to eat it or not, that's up to her.
Yum.
Dark says Nyam in chat.
I mean, yeah. Yum, yum, yum.
I gotta multi-line this so I get ideas.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm gonna go play XCOM.
Cool. Also, boy.
What?
I wanted to let you know I have found your icon for the next run, or for the next game.
Oh.
Congratulations, you've become Jovi.
I don't know who that is, but cool.
Yeah, the main character's little sister.
Oh. Alright then.
Because Jovi Novies.
I assume this is for like XD?
For Gale of Darkness, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a beaver has gone to town on this tree. Jeez.
Hey, yo, come to Alabama where we got beavers out the frickin' wazoo.
Pretty much. Freaking all the trees here, down here along the side of the pond are just like, their lower trunk is just stripped bare. And we got all kinds of critters in our pond. Like I can see 2 geese out there right now. My dad and my nephew are both going fishing crazy.
Oh boy. What kind of crazy? Fishing crazy.
Yep. Yeah, my nephew has caught the fishing fever, so he's been out here every day for the past, like, week. That's probably why they chose to clean all this out, so he could do that. Hey, I'm not complaining. I could just sit out here and vibe.
Exist.
Exactly. Looks like they're seeing if they can catch some of the big ass grass carp that are in this pond. Those suckers are big.
Will they catch it? Find out next time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Even though next time is probably not going to be until May.
Yeah.
Because I'm going on my hiatus. Or yeah, I'm going on my month hiatus because job.
Family crap.
Job, yeah, pretty much family stuff. But I don't think I've told you. There's going to be a producer that's going to be staying in the area local to me.
They're doing what?
There's going to be a producer staying local.
Ah.
Actually,
Well, yep, that tree has just been chewed up and knocked over entirely. That's a beaver right there. Yes, as I'm talking, I'm doing a bit of exploring back here, so... Fingers crossed I don't step on a snake or some shit. That would suck. I really should come out here more often, just explore the woods.
Boy, go touch grass more.
I'm doing that right now. But yes, I should do it more. Come out here, touch grass, find new and interesting bugs, and probably get a rash at some point, but...
Boy, if you go getting poison ivy, I swear to God.
I'll be fine.
You say that.
What's a little itchy rash compared to adventure?
Being allergic.
Besides, we don't really have poison ivy around here. We have poison oak, but
Okay, you got poison oak. You got poison oak. You probably have poison sumac there too.
possibly.
Which is why I'm lucky that I'm never there. That if I do go to Alabama and visit you, I'm going to be staying away from the forest.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything to worry about. I've gotten into poison oak before. I'm not allergic.
I am.
All right. Well, then you go ahead and stay where you are. I'll explore.
Fine.
But
SMH. SMH. Going on adventures without me, SMH.
well, I'm sorry. If you want to just get in like a friggin' jumpsuit so nothing touches you and go, then that's fine.
S.
It might be that hot though.
SM freaking H.
Hi. God, it's been a while since I've just walked down here, down this embankment. Water to the left, big old ditch to the right. Barbed wire down at the bottom because someone put a fence there. I don't remember when that was put there, but it was put there. Because we live next to a field where cows were. But I guess I haven't seen cows in that field for a long ass time, so I think they moved them and just like didn't take the fence down. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Dusk Arting and me just like going on about what's happening in my podunk little part of Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Because I am trying to get this damn thumb right.
Ah, yes. The worst finger.
Now my thumb just looks
Maybe.
like a fucking knife. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Appropriate for the character.
Don't give me ideas.
She'd totally friggin' get the friggin' $10 million man surgery or whatever to get knife thumbs.
Damn, we're gonna have to start calling her Hallie Scissorhands.
Exactly. She'll stab you. I hear something moving down there.
Oh no, boy, don't go exploring that.
Oh, that's a deer.
Oh my god.
Oh, bye. Yeah, we got deer around here. They show up sometimes, but yeah, there was one down in the ditch.
Oh yeah, we got deer here. We got deer here in Indiana all the time too, and Ohio.
What?
We got deer in Indiana and Ohio too.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they are around my house.
Fair enough. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? There we go. Got it.
Of course, we got all kinds of crap back here. We got deer, we got coyotes, we got other stuff.
You know, I realized this whole time I was actually drawing horizontal, or drawing fucking with this flipped horizontally.
Whoop.
But, well, no, because it is actually really helpful, especially when it comes to drawing in.
Fair enough.
Hey, look at that.
All right, no
There's
whoop.
there is a colored sketch tally. But now I gotta draw the. Hand reaching down to a tally.
Yeah, looks like a beaver knocked over a lot of trees over this way. The path is just like completely covered in fallen trunks.
I'm gonna make an attempt to do a much cleaner sketch based on what I have
What's that?
here. Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a cleaner sketch.
Okay.
So I'm experimenting with some of my sketch layers a little bit.
Makes sense. There's some kind of bug on my phone screen. Go away. It's like an aphid or something. Yeah, my home. You friggin' take a 2-minute walk away from the house and suddenly you're in friggin' backwoods, deep forest.
See, that's what I miss the most about living in the country. Because, you know, I've told you this story. I don't think I've ever told chat that, or I don't know if I've told chat. I'm backwater. Like, I grew up in backwater, in a backwater town. Super like everybody knew each other. And it's like
Yeah.
the one thing I absolutely miss the most is just the freedom to go wherever you want and not be told hey, you don't need to be going that far.
Do kind of have to worry about wandering onto other people's property because we do have some other people living around us, but for the most part I could just wander these woods all over the place.
I did not have to because I grew up on a farm. And this farm was literally stationed in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're exactly middle of nowhere, but there's a fair bit of nothing out here.
Yeah.
There used to be more forest, but about a decade ago, I think, some folks came in and just cut down a whole bunch of the trees back here for lumber.
Yeah.
It seems to be growing back well enough, though.
Nice. Well, good.
Yeah,
I remember
definitely not the untamed, impossible to penetrate wilderness it was when I was a kid.
Yeah. Like I said, the one thing I miss, or like I said, I miss being in the country. It's one of the best things ever, and when I eventually retire and I am living my golden years with either myself or somebody else, don't know which will come first. I want to retire to countryside. Middle of nowhere, bunch of farmland, lakes, creeks, rivers, the whole shebang. Forest
Shit,
too, so
ideally, I'd like to live off the grid, just down in the middle of the woods.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice too.
Yeah, just friggin' Wi-Fi hotspots, solar panels, septic tank, just not having to answer to nobody.
Yeah.
There's that moving again. Something's running around real energetic, like down in that ditch.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but they can just do their thing, and I'll mind my own business.
Well, you know what we should do at some point?
What?
I don't know why. The idea kind of has been in my head for a little while. We should do a podcast.
I think you floated that idea before.
Now? We should float it again.
Which, I mean, I would not refuse. I don't know how well I'd be on it, but I would not be against trying it.
Yeah, I could just make the podcast here on Twitch. And be like, hey, welcome to insert name of this podcast here.
Yeah, where we'll talk about just random shit.
We may or may not have special guests on board.
Man, walking back here just reminds me of just some of the dumb things I thought when I was a kid.
Like what?
Like, we've got a hill back here. It's like, back when I was a kid, it's mostly clear now, but back when I was a kid, it was like surrounded by trees and trees and blackberry bushes, and was really hard to get up to. And like at the top, someone had put a wooden cross up there, because Alabama, we a lot of Christians down here.
Yeah.
And when my family told me the story about Jesus on the cross and all, I was convinced that it happened at that cross. Yeah, like not somewhere out in the Middle East, not in wherever that was. Just
Nazareth.
Here in Alabama, I figured, oh God, this is like
No,
holy
listen.
ground. Do we can we be here?
No, it's not Nazareth. I think, was it Israel?
Yeah.
It was Israel. Yeah. Yeah, he was crucified in Israel, and then... Actually, you know what? Tomorrow's Good Friday, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, tomorrow's Good Friday. And in the Bible...
Oh.
In the Bible...
Oh yeah, it is, because my dad is off work tomorrow because of that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay, it makes plenty of sense now. So, but yeah, when it comes to that, yeah, Jesus was crucified on the cross and died on Good Friday. He was placed in a cave and rose 2 days later.
Yep.
He was resurrected on Easter, according to the Bible.
Yep, that's how the story goes. But yeah, I was convinced that it happened here in Alabama at that cross, not over there. And like they would try to explain it to me, and I would just be like, "But why is it here then?"
You were
being a kid,
you,
being
you
a dingus.
sounded like the most like gullible child. No offense.
Honestly,
but...
I was.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wasn't always the friggin' cynic that I am today.
Yeah. Gullible. That's what you
Of course,
were.
lots of kids are, so.
I mean, yeah, kid will believe anything you tell him. Yeah, I could probably start heading back towards civilization now. They're probably going to start cooking sometime soon. Yeah, don't get lost out there, otherwise we're gonna have to put out a search party for you.
Yeah, plus the sun's starting to go down, so I don't want to.
Yeah. Chat. Plus sides to living out in the country. Nobody bothers you. Absolutely peaceful, serene, and sometimes you just don't have to deal with neighbors coming up in your business like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Downside to living in the country. If you get lost out there, nobody will find you.
Pretty much, yeah. You're just gonna be friggin'. The deer will chew on your bones.
Basically.
Which yeah, I recently learned they actually do that. Like, deer will go out and chew on bones in the woods, and it makes things really annoying for like crime scene investigators.
It does, yeah. Oh yeah, boy. You heard the news today, by the way? Celebrity news.
I don't follow celebrity news, so probably not.
Haley Joel Osment got arrested.
I see.
The voice of Sora.
Yeah, I know. Friggin'. All right. I hope you can. I hope you got a key to unlock the jail cell.
Oh God. A lot of people are posting fun of that now. Like, damn, Sora really went down went through the door to darkness, didn't he?
Yeah, you don't get something like that without memeing on it.
Exactly.
Okay, there it is. I see the little cook fire we got going. So yeah, I'm back to civilization.
Do you at last see the light? Has the fog lifted?
Yes, I have come out of the forest and into civilization.
Does it feel like the sky
although
is
I'm
new?
probably. What?
Does it feel like the sky is new?
Nope, same one it's been.
Damn. I was trying to do my play on words with you. Damn it.
I know, that's why I messed with it. Haha.
God.
But yeah, I'm still probably just gonna still hang out over here on the embankment just so I'm not like talking in the middle of everyone else talking. Because my family's all hanging out over there talking about whatever they're talking about. Probably how my grandmother's annoyed as hell with Facebook, like always.
Oh man. You know, speaking of Facebook, a lot of people now know I have a Facebook.
I see. And Instagram, it seems.
Well, yeah, Kaz found my Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Kaz
You have been found out.
Yep, I have been outed.
You have been identified.
I have been identified as the non-furry. I must go into hiding for the next 27 years.
Indeed.
Because if my furry friends were able to find my Insta, How long do you think it'll be before, like, the people I used to go to high school with find my Twitch or my my Twitter or my Blue Sky?
You know, my strategy with that is just don't post anything worth looking at. They'll never find you.
Boy, I didn't even post anything. I didn't even post anything. And I was still found out. Like, what the f...
Still issue.
Boy.
What?
How dare.
You do not have sneak level 100, I'm sorry. Well. Tried to pick up an interesting stick and it just broke in half when I lifted it. Rip.
Rip and piss, you won't be missed.
Boy,
Boy.
I can tell you that I'm going to be able to do a lot more requests now because I got pine cones all over the place out here.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, hey,
I'm collecting them by the I'm going to be collecting them by the bucketful, driving to your house. I don't care if I don't have a driver's license. I'll risk it, and I'll just dump them on the front porch.
oh my lord.
If you have one.
Phoenix does. I don't know if he'll appreciate you dropping off pine cones like that, but I don't know. Before you do that, shoot him a message and be like, hey, I'm about to drop off some pine cones for Dusk.
No, I'm just going to do it. No, I'm just going to do it and then drive away before anything can happen.
Then I'm gonna let him know after stream ends, hey, Phoenix, I need to talk to you about something important. If by any chance pine cones show up on the front doorstep by the bushel, you'll know Dark was here.
Yeah, well, I'll be in friggin' random state between us. I'm not sure by then. I don't remember I don't remember all the states that are between you and me off the top of my head. So let's just say Tennessee. And then what will you do? You'll never catch me. And I'll probably get arrested for driving without a license, but it'll be worth it.
Well, I mean, this stream does serve as confessional, so you just confessed that you would commit a crime just to bring pine cones my way. Chat, please clip that.
Don't clip that. I don't need this evidence brought against me in my upcoming trial.
Chat, clip this, please. I beg of thee. Clip this man. Clip this man woobing it.
I refuse. I reject your reality and substitute my own. You cannot. Now I'm at 19%. There, I'm on your level. Friggin' bug, get out of my face. I'm being assaulted.
There we go.
Nice.
DuskPinely.
The ICV. Being pat. Perfect. Just don't get your hands stuck. Don't do it with wet hands, they'll get stuck.
Oh yeah, they will, without a doubt.
That crest is very cold. But yeah, it's very nice.
There you go. Alright, after stream, or I will get this to you after stream, so yeah, there you go. There's your sketch.
Nice. As much as I would want to stick around and watch more, like I said, my battery is kind of low, and I'm probably going to need to go actually hang out with the family. So I'll have to catch you later.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Chat, it's just you and me now. Alright, so first and foremost, the first thing that we're going to work on, stream sketches. Alright, so one thing that I promised I would work on is the Xano the Ark, first time chatter. Howdy, how's it going? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Good, hopping around small art streams while my wife plays Red Dead 2 next to me. What are you working on? I'm working on a new talk sprite. I do my own art. I draw my own talk sprites for streams. And this one that I'm currently working on is going to be my character dressed up as Michael from Pokemon Gale of Darkness. So, yeah. That's going to be the next stream I do. Which, by the way, if you'd like to take a look at some of my other streams, go right on ahead. I've been playing Pokemon Coliseum. I've been doing a little bit of everything. Marvel Rivals, Repo, but mostly Pokemon Coliseum. So who's your favorite Pokemon, Jen? Oh boy. Off the top of my head, I believe it is... Gen... It's a toss-up between Gen 3 and Gen 6. So it's either Hoenn or Kalos. Favorite Pokemon overall? I have one for every gen. But my favorite overall would have to be Arcanine. Arcanine first, Lucario close second, Zoroark third. I have friends that would make fun of me for being what is called quote-unquote fur bait. Okay, maybe it's in good fun, so I don't mind it one bit. Very dog-coded. Well, yeah, that's true. Like, my top 5 are all just dog-type Pokemon, and then one fox-type because Zoroark is a fox. But, I mean, honestly, it makes sense considering my Sona. Kind of a digital art pad do I use? As of right now, I'm using a Wacom Intuos. It's one that I've had since 2020, and I've kept it in very pristine condition. I would like to, at some point, move over from the Wacom to the Huion. Huions are expensive, though. But yeah, having one of those digital art pads would just make things a lot easier for me. Your wife uses a Cintiq. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. It's amazing. Yes, she still has her Intuos 3. Wow. Way to make me feel old. I remember the Intuos 3. We used to have those all the time. Or students used to have that all the time when I was a student at Full Sail back in 2013. Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I'm 30 years old. I am 30, and I know that feeling all too well. Start the ear. Oh wait, probably best to not have that ear there. There we go, much better. I want to go to a FurCon. I have not been to one myself personally. I was gonna go to Anthro New England, with a couple friends back in February, but I ended up getting sidetracked with a job. But yeah, my plan in the future is to save up enough money and just start doing the things that I want to do. Oh my god! Your D&D DM goes to A&E. Oh, wonderful! Absolutely wonderful. That sounds like it. That sounds like it makes for like the best experience. Absolutely sounds like the best experience. I myself play D&D too. I absolutely love it. I've been getting more into Pathfinder recently though, and I am even running my own games too. But yeah, do you for our next campaign? He wants to run an honor campaign. We all want to troll him and be otters and turn it into an otter campaign. None of us players. Oh, I'd pay money to see that. I would pay money to see that happen. Yeah, I am currently in a couple campaigns myself. One is actually run on another Twitch streamer's channel. He picked up D&D 5e book, which takes place in Beastlands and to solve furry stuff. Actually, there are a lot of modules out there that are coming out of the woodworks that actually work really, really well with the 5e module. One of them is a furry, it's like full-on furry oriented module book. I forget the name of it already, but I'd have to go through my group chat just to find it, but I don't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. That's what it is. The Delver's Guide to the Beast World. Yes. That's the one I was thinking of. I have a friend that's wanting to run a campaign in Delvers, and I'm waiting anxiously for that because it's gonna be my first time playing a cleric. Back half of our campaign has been flooded with furry NPCs, and we were thinking of being otters from Delvers in his new campaign. Oh man, I wish you and your wife the best of luck with that. That sounds like fun. What is my favorite class? Oh boy. At this point, I've only played a very select few. I technically did play a half cleric. I've not gone full healer. I've mostly been support. But I think as of right now, my favorite class is the is barbarian. Mostly it's just because it's just go rage, hit things really hard, and take half damage. Like as of right now, in a D&D campaign that I'm in, that's on another Twitch streamer's channel, I am currently playing a homebrew Fennec race that I've actually made. My best friend is barbarian in our campaign. He's died like 3 times already and had to be revived. Yeah. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to, is like, how many times am I going to be revived for just dying? Dying in the most stupidest of ways. But, my current campaign that's going on right now, we're calling it Shattered Skies. Like I said, I am a homebrew, I'm a homebrew Fennec race that I made called the Vinreek. And I play a Battlemaster Fighter Path of the Zealot Barbarian multi-class. And I have been basically appointed to the team's leader, the party leader, as it were, because she had to quite literally step up. She had to be the one to step up when nobody else would. We had just dealt with 2 players leaving the campaign entirely. Their PC or their characters returning home to, well, wherever they were, meant to go. One went back to a church. The other went to stay with his family, which runs a dragon farm. And the other person that was supposed to be there, our rogue of the party, ended up sacrificing himself for my character and a clown fire genasi sorcerer that he was sworn to protect and take to a town. And now that burden's kind of been passed on to my character, and now she's coming into her own. She's coming into her own as a leader, and a lot of the, based on our chats that I have with some of the other players, we're absolutely happy with what's going on and how it's progressing. Everybody's having their own little character arcs, or everybody's having their own, little growth arcs, as it were. And we're not even 15 or 16 sessions in, something like that. Sounds about right. It's nice to let you all grow. No, we use Foundry. We've been using Foundry for that campaign. But I have a campaign of my own that I'm running on Roll20. depending on how things progress when it comes to a certain system that is still currently working towards being launched, I may be moving to Foundry myself. I've already gone and done the move to Foundry on one game that I just started a few weeks ago. Yes, I have played Baldur's Gate 3. Actually, there have been a few streams where I have done that with a couple of friends. We calling ourselves the Dungeons and Ghoulbins. The Dungeons and Ghoulbins party here on Twitch. And at some point, I would like to start running my own live stream campaigns here on Twitch too. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I am slowly working towards doing that I am just super happy about and super excited for. And definitely gonna do more Baldur's Gate 3 when I get back from this job that's happening, or that's starting next week. Because I work in the film industry, and when I'm currently doing off work, it's always me here. Yeah, I'm glad things are turning out well for me too. But when I'm not working on a film, I'm here on Twitch and just enjoying it. I love playing video games. It's kind of like the one thing that I absolutely enjoy more than anything, just playing video games and being able to play it live for people who just want to see me play video games. It's an experience, I'll say. Working in the film industry is definitely an experience. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And oftentimes you want to remember the good over the bad. I have a lot of really, really, really good memories working on sets, and I'm very happy that I was able to help people bring their stories to life, because that's what I am. I'm a storyteller. I thrive on the idea that, everybody has a story that they want to tell, and it's kind of been my big goal in life, is just to help people tell those dreams. No, I don't live in LA. I am out of Ohio, but when I go to work, I am oftentimes going to Louisville. And Louisville is slowly becoming the next Atlanta. So yeah. We just had we have a lot of films that come towards the Louisville area, and it's always a joy being able to work on those. Oh boy. Ooh. Give me a drink. Currently, like I said, another film's coming to the little area, and I work PA on those sets, which, you know, is usually just not exactly great pay, but it is what it is. Most of the times it's like, God, 150 a day, something like that. But, you know, you have the ones where, you know, you were truly the happiest to be on, and I had one like was doing 300 a day, something like that, just to be a production assistant. So you have your goods, you have your bads, you have your little bit of everything in between. The one thing I hate the most about it are the overnight shoots. I hate overnight shoots. But you know, if it's all means just to get the project done, you gotta toughen it out. Drink lots of coffee and toughen it out, because everybody just wants to be done. Everybody wants to be done with it for the day. Plenty. Take your pick. I've met plenty. But yeah, there have been a lot of celebrities that I have met, a lot of big names. It's been an experience, I'll tell you that much. And a lot of my friends have gone to me and been like, you know, I'm incredibly jealous of you. Horror stories and surprisingly awesome people. Oh, do I have any horror stories from on set? I do have one horror story that I do have one horror story. It's not my own, but it was somebody else's, and I'm trying to remember it off the top. Oh, we worked with this one person. He's a good actor. Total diva behind or off camera. And my sisters, it was just one of those times where it was just, you know, he didn't like people being in his face, which, you know, sometimes understandable, but he kind of took it to a whole other level and just went full on fucking diva mode. It was just like, because my sisters were on set at this time, they were wanting to meet this actor because, you know, they liked the show that he was on. He told the unit production manager that if my sisters didn't go, he was walking off set. And he didn't need to be an ass about it. But even then, we didn't exactly like working with him. And I look at the show that he was on a whole lot differently now because of how he acted on that set. I'm not gonna go into details about who it was I met on that, but I will talk about an awesome experience that I did have. Actually, a few awesome experiences. I can't go into detail about I can't go into too much detail, but I can tell you vaguely one of the people that I dealt with. Definitely I can tell you about this one. So there was a movie I worked on, or there was a movie that I shadowed while I was in college. At the time, I was actually studying to be an animator at the Art Institute before it shut down. And around this time, my dad had passed away. And we were all trying to basically overcome the grief, and we were trying to deal with a lot of stuff, and we were all super stressed at the time. There was this actor and his sister. Absolutely real gems. They had heard about the situation from, we don't know who told them on set, but they went out of their way to cater us Cheesecake Factory. They didn't have to, they chose to, and it was absolutely the sweetest gesture that anybody had ever done for us. We appreciated them for what they did. This actor is Jesse Eisenberg. And I got to meet him on set, and, you know, I got to shake his hand, and he's a really, really cool guy. Absolutely very chill, down to earth. A lot different than what you would see on, like, on movie set, or, you know, like on film. You know, it's one of those times where you kind of realize, hey, it was very nice. And, you know, it's one of those times, and it's one of those things where you just kind of realize, you know, celebrities are cool and all, but they're also people too. And I don't go out of my way to idolize people much, especially, you know, after that that gesture of goodwill that was given to us. I will admit, though, I've been starstruck once. I was starstruck once, and I was working, it was actually the most recent project that I just wrapped in January. Was it January? No. January, February, somewhere around there. I just wrapped a film like a few months ago. And I met a few good celebrities, and I got starstruck by one of them. I won't say who, because I want to wait until the movie comes out before I start telling anybody, or before I start telling everybody this story. But I had one of the people come up to me with this actor one night, or I went up to my mother, because my mother and I both work in the film industry, and I was telling her, as you know, I was talking with her about something, and lo and behold, the actor that I'm starstruck with walks in and is talking to his brother, who's a producer on the film. I'm like, oh my god, that's him. And she's like, yeah, I'll get you an opportunity to talk with him at some point. And I was like, what do I say to him? He's like, I don't know, like, you absolutely love, you love some of the film he's worked on, don't you? Talk about some of those. I was like, how can I? And, you know, after that whole conversation, I go back to working where I'm at. I was a crafty assistant. Makeup, or one of my mom's friends from the set comes up to me and is like, hey, Dusk, I want you to meet somebody. And he steps out of the way, and the actor comes up to me and is like, hey, Dusk, I've heard a lot about you. You know, your sister's an amazing actress too. I've seen her at her theater in the area. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like smiling, grinning ear from ear, and I'm freaking losing my mind, like internally screaming like, this is the best day of my life. It was crazy. And we were revving up for an all-night shoot too. And he comes in out of nowhere, is like, you know, talking and being chill and so down there. My mother's a set medic. My mom's not a producer. My mother's a set medic. She's also delving into being an intimacy coordinator. And my sister, yes, she is a thespian. She is a thespian, like, she's a thespian. She's actually going to theater schools in, local to Louisville and trying to basically be, you know, trying to have that experience before she starts going to actual to an actual theater college. She's well on her way to her senior year, and you know, I'm kind of nervous, but also at the same time super excited for her and what she does. Yeah, it's crazy, honestly. Whole family in showbiz. Yep, sounds about right. Sounds about right. I am actually I don't want to say an aspiring voice actor because I do voice act. Oh boy. I do have experience in voice acting, and you know, I've done a lot of that over the course of, oh boy, 2019 or 2018 was about when I started, and I'm still doing it to this day. I did a advertisement for the Houston Food Bank. I don't know if that was ever aired. That I also animated on. I have done a pilot for a show called Detention, where I voiced a jolly Jack Black-esque teacher. But I'm mostly known for being the voice of a crazed lunatic cat named Hawkmask. I'm known for that. I'm known for a couple of other cats that I've also voiced. Like my Twitter, my voiceover Twitter is like super big. I also just put in for a few auditions just yesterday actually for another comic that's being drawn by Harun Sid called I Think I Like You. So I'm hoping that you know, something good comes from that. Yeah, especially when you're doing D&D stuff, you certainly get into character, and it's super awesome. Like I said, I play a fennec female, and surprisingly enough, I make it sound very accurate. I've had like several people come up to me after hearing my female voice for the first time, like, you know, you're scarily accurate with that shit, right? So yeah, I know. I love voicing characters for the game I DM. I'm absolutely excited for it too. I do it all the time too. I go full on. I'm still trying to perfect a certain voice, trying to perfect a certain voice. Because I've heard the two characters in Nier. I'm trying to perfect the Devila and Popola voice. And it can be a little strenuous and a little scary, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. But let's see, what voices can I do? Hello, my name is Silex Khan. I have been traveling around the world for a while. I'm trying to find my dad. He vanished on me when I was a pup. I was raised by my grandfather for a while. I hope I'm not maybe the process too forward or anything, but you guys are looking for an adventurer? Somebody who can take the hits for you? No? I'm here. I'm here to help. Or, Oh, hi. Yes, I'm Dalu of Clan Belash. I traversed the desert trying to find my purpose in life. It's been a long road, but maybe traveling with you guys wouldn't be so bad, would it? Thank you, thank you. And those are just two. I'm still working on more. This unit requires trying to perfect this android, because that's going to be the next character I play. Is going to be a Starfinder equivalent of a druid named Arikos. And I'm trying to perfect that like robotic voice that's also trying to basically find its own purpose in life, or trying to find what it means to be human. Be on this. I got a bunch of others that I do, so I have another one that I do. I haven't used her in a while. I would like to use her in a future campaign. But considering certain things and how a certain character has basically vanished from one of the games we played, I really didn't have a reason to keep her around. But oi, love. You fancy yourself an arse kicking? I reckon you do. You better look the other way. I don't need to be getting me Kobold Man out here to take care of you now, do I? Because I can deal with my fists, or you can deal with him and his axe. Tell me. What's it gonna be? Answer the devil. No, you're fine. I absolutely love talking. With people, especially when it comes to drawing. It also takes away from the fact that yes, hands are indeed the devil. I don't like drawing hands. They don't turn out right at times, and it's just like, oops, really? thanks to a lovely little tool I have here, I can just easily up the size of the hand. I think just like that. Don't look right, but it can easily be changed in. It can easily be changed in the line art. In the line art phase. So yeah. More downwards. I mean, we're looking at. Yeah, that'd be much better. Much better. Much better. And this is the one that's going to have the snag machine on it, so I got to draw this right. Yeah, let it be known that I absolutely love having people to chat with about a lot of stuff, because you know it makes my chat it makes this stream a lot more lively and a lot more interesting. Like, I mean, to be honest, I don't think you would have met a furry voice actor or a furry that works in the film industry. Would you have not? By the way, yeah, I just like talking with new people, learning about them. Well, perfect. I love getting to know new people too. It's always a fun experience talking with new people and getting to know them. It's always fun. By the way, the movie that I worked on with Jesse Eisenberg and my mother also worked on is called The Art of Self-Defense. If you ever give it a watch, come on to stream and let me know what you think of it. I don't think I've seen that, but the name rings a bell. Yeah, I will say it is not a movie. It's a dark comedy, is what it is. It's a dark comedy. It's it's a fun experience. It's a fun experience from beginning to end. I absolutely find it to be charming. It is a very low budget indie film, and they got Jesse Eisenberg on it. So, you know, if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. these pants are supposed to be very baggy. There are a bunch of other movies that I've worked on too that I could easily tell you about. Low budget wise, I worked on one called Insta Psycho. I actually took over for my mother on that one while she was fighting cancer. She had kidney cancer at the time, and I took over for her while she recovered from that, and also worked on another movie that it didn't exactly do well with a lot of people. Oh, that is actually a horror story. It again, not my story to tell, but I do want to go back to that that horror story that you were telling me about, because there are people that will do this in the industry. There are people that will do this in the industry, and they'll try to screw you over. That's, another thing that you got to look out for. Look out for the people who want to try to screw you over, because if you let them, they will. So I knew somebody who worked on, I knew a few people who worked on a movie, or who worked on the set of what is called JL Family Ranch 2. It did not do well. It did not go over well because the production company really wanted to screw a lot of people over on pay, so they could cut corners and basically be like, oh, well, this is how we do it. This is how much you're getting paid. Basically just saying, like, you're getting this much, deal with it. And they were undercutting a lot of people, and a lot of people did not like that. One person I know went up to them, confronted them about it. They're basically like, okay. We'll consider it. We'll consider cutting down we'll consider, increasing everybody's pay. What they instead did, and this actually became news local to the area, this person went to everybody and was like, so I talked to them, and here's what's going on. They're considering it. We're just going to wait and see what happens next. The unit production manager calls this person. The person answers, puts the phone on speaker. He's like, okay, what's up? So, yeah, we want to tell you that, or we want to ask, have you considered our offer yet? The person goes, what offer? To basically get better pay than everybody else. This person didn't even know that they were going to be getting better pay. They were trying to get pay, or better pay for everybody else. Needless to say, the person said no. It was on speaker. It was this whole conversation was on speaker, mind you. When the crew heard that, they started going around and telling other crew. Crew started striking. Crew went on strike, and they could not continue the movie. They could not continue the movie for a good while, and it started eating into their budget. It even got to a point where they had to call a union member, IATSE local, to from Georgia all the way to Kentucky, where they were shooting this film. They wanted to know what the hell was going on, and production lied straight to their faces, being like, everything's fine, everything's okay, we're making sure they're getting paid properly. They didn't. Otherwise, they still wouldn't be on strike. Needless to say, that whole movie they had to finish that movie on an iPhone. That was not a good time. But that person that became the quote unquote whistleblower for everybody, they got a happy ending. They got their fees waived, like introductory fees for joining the union, completely waived, and they are still currently working union projects to this day. Fucking giant ass clown shoes there, what the hell? What are these Sora looking ass shoes? Yeah, it's like probably the only horror story that I have, and it ain't even mine. I have other horror stories, but it comes from the times that it comes from the time I was working retail. Because you know, when you're in retail, you have to deal with one thing and one thing only. Karens. And I had to absolutely deal with a Karen. It's like, you know, the legit horror story that I could tell you right there. And hey, I mean, it's inspired me to write a horror comedy about Karens. Because I mean, would you want to go see a movie? Would you want to go see a movie about Karens? Granted that they're so over the top, it's so stupid. Not in particular. Yeah. I mean, that's why, I mean, well, even then, it's not for everybody. But I mean, hey, a horror comedy about Karens being over the top and being the Karens that they are, and just making fun of Karens in general. That's what the internet's, or, you know, that's what exists on the internet. That's what we have the internet for. But why do we not have a movie making fun of Karens? That's why I'm doing it. Because there has to be some sort of niche out there that, you know, focuses entirely on Karens. There we go. It's looking pretty good. So we're going to dupe this layer. This is going to be our we go. So now, boom, 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 boom. Here we go. One talks right done. And we are closing in on 2 hours. Alright, I gotta do... I'll probably do that at another point. I do have another sketch. I do have another concept that I really, really want to do. Make a GIF out of it, but I gotta figure out the best way to do it. But yeah, yeah, I'm a screenwriter. I do a little bit of everything. My start is a drama thriller. The movie I want to make after that is a horror comedy. And then I got a couple other ideas that I want to work with. One's a video game adaptation. The other is a true crime. Well, I mean, when it comes to the industry, I mean, I don't often put myself to one specific niche. I try to figure out, you know, one that appeals to a lot of people. And I mean, nowadays you have the people that, you know, scream out for, oh, we want a video game adaptation. Well, let's take a look at some things that let's take a look at some things that could do well. And I bring up the idea, you know, look into things that didn't do as well and go from there. Like, I want to do a video game adaptation on a video game series that hasn't seen a game for 15 years. I want to make a true crime. I want to make a true crime based on, you know, a murder that took place in my hometown. It's wild and crazy out there. You can find a story literally anywhere you look. You just gotta go out and find it. You know, it's not even film that I want to orient myself towards. I have a visual novel that I want to work on with my ex. Yeah, I say my ex. It's shocking. I have a video game I'm wanting to make as well. I have a webcomic that I want to make. That's currently in the planning stages. I'm currently working on writing out literally everything there is about it.
Yeet.
Boy, welcome back.
Yes, I am done with my grass touching adventure.
Nice. I am taking a quick break from working on the Pokemon XD sprites to work on something else. And I'm also chatting with Zano the Arc in my chat. He's they've been kind of listening in and, you know, talking with me about a couple things, and yeah, I was telling them about some of the movie sets I was working on too. Like, what, you remember me talking to you about Jesse Eisenberg, right?
Yes.
Yep. And how he was a real treat to work with. And then, of course, you know, the DIVA that I've worked with. I even talked about the you know, the strike that happened here that got a couple people union jobs. Let some people I know to work on the Suicide Squad. Honestly, though, wish I would have joined them. Wish I would have joined them on it, but I was currently studying currently finishing up my animation. I was currently finishing up my animation stuff for the Art Institutes, which, by the way, has since shut down. Ugh. Oh boy, don't want to start yawning. Not even 3 hours into this and I'm already yawning. No, I don't want to be yawning.
No. The EP.
Really good though. Always good. I'm always Gucci. You know, another thing I do want to throw out there for you, Zano. You know, I try to be humble, because when you're humble, you remember the people who got you to where you are. That's oftentimes what I try to remember, is that, you know, I was humble. I've been humbled. And I still want to, you know, I want to continue to be humble, because, you know, I wouldn't make it here without this idiot that's here in voice chat with me too.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Boy, you know who I'm talking about.
Nope, not a clue. You can't prove otherwise.
Fantastic. You know what? We're just gonna delete this layer and redo it.
What did you wrong layer?
No, I just didn't like that layer, so I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna redo it.
Fair enough.
You know what? I think it might be better if I just use the symmetrical tool.
Probably.
Finally, I get it. Finally, I get a use for the symmetrical ruler. Hells yeah! I just gotta friggin'. Oh god! It's not gonna look accurate or right, but I would just like to do that. Being humble is very important. It was nice to chat with you, but I'm going to hit the hay for the night. Thanks for the stream and keep up the effort on all your projects. And thank you so much for joining, Xano. And while I do normally stream, I am again taking a hiatus for the next month while I work on this other thing. But if you drop me a follow when I come back, you can certainly see me coming back into full swing with things with Pokemon Coliseum. Because we're gonna be finishing, we're gonna be finishing that up when I get back.
Yep, hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And of course, you know, I also do a bunch of other streams too. Like I said, Marvel Rivals, Repo. I'm also planning on getting into Hades again. So, the Hades with a twist.
Indeed.
Exactly. You've heard of people going to... You've heard of people trying to escape the underworld. You've never heard of people trying to speak to the underworld's manager.
I don't know. I feel like with how bureaucratic hell is treated in some places, I feel like that would work.
What, being able to speak to Hell's manager?
Yeah, it's like in some settings, hell is just the dimension of lawyers, basically,
Oh my god,
and
this
bureaucracy,
is...
and just like
Oh my god, it is hell!
yeah, lawyers, bureaucracy, just like I imagine if you actually get a chance to speak to someone's manager, you can cause them damage.
Yeah, probably. I need to find a way to stream this next game after I finish Gale of Darkness. Well, somebody dropped something upstairs. You know, don't cut the layer. next up would be the boy. Boy, are you still there?
What?
There you are.
Yes. Yes, I am here.
I think you know who I'm drawing
Maybe.
and what style I'm doing it in.
This is some Stairfax shit.
This is some Stairfax shit. Yeah.
What?
What?
Drawing friggin' snow in space. That's me.
Yeah, I'm drawing Snow in Space because after I finish Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, this is what's coming next.
See?
Yeah.
Stairfax temperatures.
Stairfax 64 temperature or 60 wonk temperatures, assault, and if I can get my Wii U working, Zero. Which, as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna.
Yes. The 50 millionth retelling of the original Star Fox story.
Yep.
Come up with a new story, goddamn you.
I mean, I could easily go to Nintendo and be like, hey, I want to make a story. I want to make a story based on the Star Fox universe. Would you let me?
Yeah, but they obviously don't care.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Boy.
What?
There is snow for Gale of Darkness.
I see.
Yep.
Interesting.
There's your sketch too. I gotta send that to you.
Sir, what do you want?
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
I'm being pestered by Steve.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright.
What do you want?
And you know what? On that note, I think it is due time for... We're hitting the 2-hour mark, and I'm slowly running out of juice, and I gotta be up early tomorrow too. So,
Is he?
yep. So this is where we're gonna end. This is where we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it on. We're gonna end it on a good note, because you know that's what we always like to do. So I want to thank you all so much for continuing to follow me, follow my shenanigans, and follow all the stupid bullshit that I do on a semi-regular basis. Those of you who are going to be watching this in the future, you know, thank you so much for continuing to support and continuing to follow, even when I do take my hiatuses. Yeah, you know, follow me on my socials. I'll definitely be working on keeping them updated as best as I can. Follow me on Twitter at DuskPinely or at Dusk_Pinely. Follow me on Blue Sky at DuskPinely.bluesky.social. And subscribe to my VODs channel, DuskPinelyVODS, for all those streams that you might have missed out on. Like I said, this is gonna be the last stream for a while, but it does not mean that it's over. It just means that a brief break is in order, but I will
This
still.
isn't a goodbye. It's a see you later.
Exactly, and it's not a goodbye. It is just a see you later. And what better way to end this stream on a positive note than with a positive quote? I'm genuinely glad that Dean was not here to. Dean was not here for that. You know what? From Bob Ross. All it takes is just a little change in perspective, and you begin to see a whole new world. Pinelings, chat, thank you again for all the support over the past few months that I've been streaming. It's been fun, and it's not a goodbye. It is merely a see you later, because you know what? You ain't getting rid of me that easily. On that note, I will leave you all with a usual: stay energized, stay hydrated, eat your vegetables, and have a good day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Y'all take care.
Bye.